A royal moment filled with emotion and symbolism. The long-awaited reunion between King Frederick, Prince Joachim, and Queen Margrethe marks an unexpected turning point in the history of the Danish monarchy. Between knowing glances, symbolic gestures, and memories of a sometimes tense past, relive every moment of this historic encounter. Spectators from around the world held their breath, as what unfolded before the cameras was not just a family gathering, but an event of rare intensity, full of unspoken words, discreet smiles, and powerful symbols. When King Frederick and Prince Joachim appeared side by side to meet Queen Margrethe, silence fell among the guests, as if everyone sensed that the moment had something historic about it. The three most emblematic figures of the Danish monarchy were gathered together, and the image alone was enough to evoke years of family ties, royal responsibilities, and public tensions overcome. Queen Margrethe, with her characteristic dignity, greeted her sons with an emotional smile, a smile that seemed to say that, despite the hardships, the most important thing remained intact: family. Frederick, recently ascended to the throne, carried in his gaze all the gravity of his role, but also a visible tenderness towards his mother, conscious of the legacy she had passed on to him. At his side, Prince Joachim displayed a reserve mixed with warmth, having lived these last years between loyalty to the crown and a personal life marked by significant changes. Gestures spoke as much as words: a hand placed on an arm, a lingering gaze, a sudden burst of laughter, like a breath of the past rediscovered. The spectators present were able to see the Queen briefly place her hand on Joachim's, a rare, discreet gesture, but heavy with meaning, like a silent confirmation of an indestructible bond. This moment was not only a family tableau, it was a subtle political act. In a monarchy, every image counts, every public appearance builds or reinforces a message. And this message was clear. Despite the rumors, despite the sometimes harsh media analyses, the Danish royal family presents itself united, aware that its role goes beyond internal affairs to embody national unity. The whispers surrounding this meeting quickly set social media ablaze. Some saw it as proof of a definitive easing of past tensions, while others analyzed the postures and glances to detect the nuances of a relationship still in balance. But all agree that this image will remain etched in the recent history of the crown. The carefully chosen setting reinforced this impression of restored harmony: a living room bathed in soft light, bouquets in sober colors, armchairs that invited closeness, as if to remind us that behind the protocol, there are human beings, a family with its joys, its sorrows, and its reconciliations. King Frederick, in his brief but sincere speech, praised his mother's strength and wisdom, evoking her reign as a beacon for the country. The Queen, visibly moved, responded with a few simple but powerful words, affirming her confidence in the new generation and in her son's ability to serve Denmark with honor. As for Prince Joachim, he chose to be restrained, but his measured words carried the weight of his experiences, revealing a renewed respect. For the Danes, this scene had a special flavor. It reminded them that, even at the highest levels of government, family ties can be a powerful driving force, an anchor in a constantly changing world. And for royal enthusiasts, it offered a rare moment of truth, where real emotion blends with the staged, creating an unforgettable, suspended moment. As they left the room, the three members of the royal family exchanged a final, knowing and peaceful look, leaving behind the echo of a moment that, beyond appearances, could well mark the beginning of a new era for the Danish monarchy. But behind this scene of renewed unity, a vibrant question remains, ready to fuel conversations. Was this reunion a sign of a deep and lasting reconciliation, or simply a carefully orchestrated image for public opinion?